Good morning. Today, I just fixed this Western cart, and I haven't seen too many videos on Western, so I thought I'd make a real short one here for you. So let's get started. This is an old Western cart. Let me back up. Okay, there's a ton of these things around out here in California. They were all made out here in Desert Hot Springs. They went out of business. They're back in business again, and now they're making new bodies for these. But what they started doing on these old ones, they put them on EZGO TXT frames. So other than the body, everything underneath there is EZGO parts. So if you need parts for this thing, you're just look up EZGO. But this thing, these things are fast. There's the big controller, big solenoid, ton of wires, just a ton of wires. But what I wanted to show you on this, they use key switches with 4 terminals on them. This key switch right there has it's got 48 volts going to one side of it and 12 volts to the other, so you got to be careful with that. But the throttle is what they call an ITS, inductive throttle system, and this is where they put it. This is it down in the floor. It's a box. When Western used to put these fiberglass bodies on these TXT frames, they never cut out for that, and they just fiberglassed over it. So every time I have an issue with an ITS, I have to tear the floor up, cut a hole, cut part of the fiberglass out, sometimes cut part of this out to get to it. And once you get to it, what's inside of it, there's 4 wires. You can see there's a red and a green going to the micro switch. There's a black and a white going to that inductive throttle. That's what that little black doghouse thing is. And what happens when you step on the gas, watch that plunger. The plunger, I just released the brake. Watch the plunger. That's what controls the speed. Farther in it goes, the faster it goes. So that, and you need to adjust that. But if you watch closely, see that micro switch moving? So that ring is what closes that micro switch, and then the farther you step, the faster that goes. So that micro switch goes bad. Sometimes the ITS goes bad. This one was underwater. You can see the rust in there. So I had to replace it. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what an ITS looks like. Okay, looks like this with the 2 terminals on it, black and white, and they're interchangeable. It doesn't matter which wire goes wrong, you can't screw that up. But that is what a ITS inductive throttle system looks like. Got a Hall effect magnet inside here, and when that plunger goes in and out is what controls it. So I just wanted to show you that, and also tell you that when you're troubleshooting that thing, the green and red are the they're going to the micro switch, so you can, without tearing the floor up, sometimes you can get in from the bottom and drop that whole box. It's a real pain in the ass. So for me, it's easier to come in from the front so I don't have to lay down to get to it. But that green and red wire goes to the micro switch, and you can put little pinchy clamps on the wires up above like I do, and ring them out there and check to see if you got voltage going through it or not. It's just troubleshooting, and it's very simple, but unless you've never seen one or don't know what you're looking for, it'll drive you crazy. So that's where the inductive throttle system, the ITS, is on a EZGO, the old TXTs. They're down there on the floor. Okay, so there, hope you enjoyed this, hope it helps somebody. Let me show you real quick those wires that those 4 wires from the floor. They come up in this gray wire. This is them. They usually have a Molex plastic connector here. I cut it out and spliced these wires because we have so many problems with those connectors rusting. As a matter of fact, I think this one rusted. Let me get out here in the sun. I saw, yeah, here we go. Okay, this had a connector like this. And the 4 wires, you can see, those are the 4 wires I cut out, but look at how bad a shape this is in. They get down there, they get wet, they rust, and these contacts melt, they get corrosion in them and don't make contact. So when I'm troubleshooting these, I just cut these things out, and you saw I just use those little splice caps for them. So anyway, just wanted to show you that. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the video. Send me questions, text me, email me. If you need parts, hit me up for them, or charge your parts on my Wayne's Golf Carts eBay store. Thank you.